So, Computer Science Week was December 4th to 10th. We're celebrating a little bit late, but yeah, better late than never. First thing you want to do is go to scratch.mit.edu and create an account if you haven't yet. Right? Be sure to jot down your username and password. Yeah, just drop it down into a Google Doc or something for safekeeping. And once you have that going, you can come over here and type in Code Creative. This is my website, and then we're going to click on Scratch, the first box. We already have like kind of an intro on how programming works, right? So we're going to skip all of these intro exercises and scroll down to the bottom to the extension projects. And then you can click on these. The first video is an intro video, right, of what it's all about. So then we only have 2 days. We have Thursday and Friday. So you kind of want to know which one you want to work on before you get started. So I ask that you go through them now and find out which one resonates with you, and then that's the one you're going to work on Thursday and Friday. So like for instance, we'll click on the Cook with Me. We'll hit play, and so I think the audio is a little bit bad on these. Sorry about that. But yeah, we have these different sprites here, and you need to cook the food in the right order, right? So if you put the salt first, and it says don't do that, right? Try again. If you do the bread first, then it burns, right? And then if you do the eggs first, then they burn because there's no oil in the eggs. I mean, in the pan. And then if you do the bacon first, though, that releases a lot of fat into the pan, and so those cook by themselves. And then the pan is now nice and oily, so we can put the eggs in. And of course we want to do the eggs before we do the bread, so that the bread has like egg flavor in it, right? That's the rationale that I gave. And yeah, now that you have all of them cooked in the right order, then you serve them onto a plate and you put them on here, and then you use the salt, right? And so if you got everything worked out, then you have a wonderful dinner, okay, or wonderful breakfast. So that's what that's all about. And then if you come back over here, Density is a video game, Find Your Keys is a video game, which is kind of time consuming to put together, but some of you guys might find it interesting. These two, I'm not sure if you'll find interesting very much, right? It's kind of like a chatbot search for keywords in a string kind of a deal. Deer Hunter is like a pop-up shooter game. Space Shooter, you can take a look at it. It's like you have a spaceship in the middle, and you shoot things that come in from the edges of the screen, and there's power-ups to make your ship shoot more than one bullet, right? So yeah, some students had like a lot of fun putting this together because they like made it interesting with their own sprites. They kind of strayed away from the outline that I had, and they made it their own, which was kind of cool. And then we have Pong, which is, Pong with the two paddles. So you want to go ahead and choose one of them and code that. And if you haven't taken any of my classes, the Intro to Computer Science, the Intro to Coding, and the AP class, and this stuff interests you, then talk to your counselor about getting into my classes.